Hey, remember, I be telling y'all, you know what's so crazy? I've been saying this for a long time. White people always think they white, but they not white. People, like, they literally coming out and telling y'all this without saying that word. Like, and it's so crazy to me. Like, it's so crazy to me how people get behind, like, politicians who making millions of dollars a year and funny, and really thinking they're like them. Let me tell you why you're not like them. The Senate and all these people take more recesses than they actually probably work. I haven't did no research on it, but I'm guessing all the recesses they take, when do they actually be in the office and doing this? So let me ask you, what do you think of a person, all right? Let me ask you a question. What do you think of a person, right, that get to spend their life, not work as much, spend more time on recess, get paid a lot of money, over $100,000 a year to be on recess, and have power and have unchallenged power? How in the world do you think that person is going to relate to you who don't get a free check, basically, have to work every day and don't have no power? How would you act? Think about that if you had those circumstances. It's like a person, right? It's like a person who has been rich all their life, grew up rich, don't have ever had a job, got their first Mercedes when they was 15, and you expect them to understand what you're talking about, that you come from a middle class family and the struggles. They not saying they're better than you. They just had a different life than you. Like, not they could be the most coolest persons ever. Like, don't care about money, but they view a life as different than your view of life. You know what I'm saying, though? So I just don't get white people, man, and I don't get some black people if you do this, right? But mostly I don't get white people who get behind people like Trump. Like, and if it's a black or Spanish person, I don't get y'all either. But the majority, I'm talking about white people, because the majority of 70 million Americans that voted for him is white, and people who keeping this stuff up. I'm just trying to tell you, like, my personal view is, it's okay if you don't. I always say, if you don't like black people, that's cool. Ain't no big deal. We don't care. You could be racist. Ain't nothing wrong with being racist as long as you don't push your racist views on me. But my thing is, they clearly think you're stupid. The people who make under people who make under $1 million, who don't have businesses and all this other stuff, some type of political or power, that CEO, man, they think you're ignorant. They think you're dumb. They don't have zero respect for you, and they make money off you. And they literally tell you this. Listen, Fox News said this. Please Google anything I say. I need y'all to Google, please. Please Google anything I say. I promise you, I will not get offended. They said anybody who would believe Tucker Carlson. If y'all know Tucker Carlson, he's basically a racist on TV who makes outrageous claims. They think that makes it seem like it's news. And he's like the #1 person to be watched upon the world of America. So millions of people watch these people every day. But anywho, Fox News came out in court that you guys respect so much, the court system and justice and all this other stuff that you really don't care about. They came and said, hey, you have to be an unreasonable mind person to think that what he's saying is true. Think about this. Have you ever heard you're unreasonable? They're saying you're not even a reasonable person. You're unreasonable. You don't even exist. You're I don't want to say, what's the word? You're slow, basically. You gotta be slow. You gotta be a person who can't average think. You're that person. Literally, they're saying that. To think what he's saying is true. You know why they said that? Because they had to say it. Because if they didn't, they would have to lose money. And when you gotta lose money, you gotta tell the truth. So it's like, you know what? Hey, we know these people are stupid, but we feed these people the stupid lies because they're buying it. It ain't me saying it. It ain't no black guy you don't like down the street. It ain't no woke person. It ain't none of these people saying that. We wasn't in court that day. We wasn't in court. The person who said that was the person who runs Fox. And Tucker Carlson knows this. But yeah, he gets on his soapbox and says these things every day, and you believe it. And Fox News perpetuates this stuff. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, you're not white. You think you're only white because you're skinned. There's two type of white people in this world. That the white people who think they're white people, and the white people who know they're not white people because they're different white people. Like, these social classes of white people is just not pronounced. Like, they have these, what they call the rednecks and all these other people. They look down on those people who go to Walmart and walk around with flip-flops. They look down on y'all. That's why we talk about, that's why when black people say white elitists, we're not calling people who we know, who work at the job with us, who live down the street to us, who just everyday life with us. Our kids might go to school with your kids. We're not talking about you. We're talking about white elitists. Those people you think that you're like, but they do everything in their power to let you know they're not. You're not like them. They come see you when they need your vote and go. They dress down and meet the average common people. They want to know what you're thinking. Joe Plumber, these guys, right? But it's time for Joe Plumber to get up in the air and get a new position. They not even going behind him. They not even helping him out get his little job or nothing. Right? They help their people out. And that's the people who making millions of dollars and running this machine of racism and power, pushing upon us like we're stupid. But they make y'all hate us, black people, when they hate y'all. Because they just don't like, you're not at the golf course with us. If you're at the golf course with us, you serve us. Trump ain't let not one of y'all people inside the Trump hall that look like, that's wearing a t-shirt like me and a Trump shirt and a Trump sign. He don't even like y'all. Trump wears suits every day of his life. Who do you know that wears suits every day of his life? How you even relate to Donald Trump? But you about to die for and ride for this dude? He won't even help people who died for him, fought for him. In January 6th, he didn't even get no people out of jail unless you got money. He got people he got rappers out of, he got rappers out of jail because he had money to pay him. So wait a minute, that goes to show you he cares about money than he cares about people. Listen, he did not get not one person that fought for him on January 6th out of jail. He got somebody he didn't know that's a rapper that don't even care about him out of jail for $2 million. But this is the person you follow? And they all like that. They obviously all like that because they won't even acknowledge something bad happened that day. And y'all putting y'all faith, that's what I'm saying, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb, y'all ignorant. And it's not my words. This is basically what they saying. Y'all so dumb. Y'all are unreasonable people. Therefore, we can give you what we want to give you. Get rich and say how much of a bum you are. Idiot, unreasonable, mind-thinking person. You're unreasonable. Smoke my cigar. Look at these idiots believing this propaganda. Keep feeding them more though. We said, hey, we said it's fake. Now it's up to them to do what they want to do. It ain't our fault they believe us. That's exactly what they doing to y'all. But you get mad when I say Republicans are hateful. And you want to stop unscribing to me, which honestly I care about in a way, but I ain't gonna go to bed thinking about it. But it does bother me. Let's just say that it does bother me when people unscribe, because I feel like I'm giving something, my time, which if you care about is valuable. But at the end of the day, people gonna unsubscribe to you. That's just how life gonna go. But the thing is about it, I'd rather have you unsubscribing me be going down fighting and telling the truth than me lying to y'all. I've been at this for 2 or 3 years now. There's a reason I never said like this or share this content. Because I'm not in it for that. If I really push this stuff, I can do one all the time, make stuff up, have 100,000 followers. But that's not me, man. I'm more important. My thing is this. Why we can't all just get along in a way that if you don't like black people, that's fine. You don't have to like, you never heard a black person say this. You don't have to like black people. It's not a crime. You can just not, you don't want to see us in slavery. You don't want to see us getting killed, but you don't bother with us. And that's okay. The problem is when you push it, you saying, you aggravate. If you want to live in your own bubble, go ahead. I have no problem with that. More power to you. We can walk past each other. That's okay. But that don't mean if you see me in a gas station, I need some change to get some car. That don't mean you want to help me. I might say thank you. You might lift a little bit. Okay, yeah. But you don't like black people, but you might help out. You don't hate them. And it's okay for that. But see, Republicans and people in Fox, they want you to hate. They want you to not celebrate Juneteenth. They don't want to give you money for unemployment because it's wrong and everybody's not working. Meanwhile, you done went to Starbucks every day since the pandemic and it's always been open and people always been there. Because they're getting money from corporations to open these businesses up and not pay you nothing and not pay you health insurance or nothing. But it's okay. But it's always those black people and those woke people and those Black Lives Matter who don't even know what, ain't got nothing to do with none of this. So remember, at the end of the day, Fox News Network, Tucker Carlson, all these Republicans are telling you your unreasonable mind can be sold anything and it's okay because they're making a profit off of it. And that's what they're saying. And if I'm lying, please Google this. I implore you to Google what I say, and then make your own opinion on it. All right.